anaconda don't. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hon. Look how cute my butt's. It's a little. Is he almost done? Hello?
Hey, what's up guys, it's Bailey. Welcome back to my channel for another video. In today's video, I'm with my friend Sean.
Hello ladies and gays.
And he's going to be helping me and you guys with tips and tricks for Instagram because this dude's got like over 10,000 followers and he gained all of them like organically, like that was all natural. So I want help. I know you guys want help too, so we're going to listen to Sean's advice and I will leave his Instagram and his Twitter and his Snapchat. You want your Snapchat promoted too?
Oh sure, why not?
And I'll leave all that down below, but before we get started, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up because that really helps me out. And hit that subscribe button for more videos, and let's get on with the video. All right, Sean, so what I want to start off with is like, how did you build your 10,000 followers like so organically? Because I feel like nowadays people like buy a lot of their followers or like it's
well, not very much anymore now. Instagram has really cracked down lately on
like the ghost followers and shit.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah, so actually people who used to buy followers, now all of a sudden they're not growing because they can't do that anymore. And so then for people like me who actually, you know, like work hard, I'm continuing to steadily grow. So it's kind of nice to kind of see all those people that got a bunch really fast, all of a sudden be like, oh fuck, now I'm screwed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can kind of even attest that because I wouldn't say I bought followers, but I paid money for somebody to like...
I didn't buy followers, I paid money.
Yeah, but like he was supposed to like organically like help grow my follower count, which he did, and I still have a bunch of those followers and some of them do interact with me and stuff like that, but like it's not where it should be, pretty much. Like I have 4,000 followers, I don't get 4,000 likes.
Well, I don't get, if I get 1,000 likes on a picture, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of people don't understand is your follower to like ratio is always going to be a lot less. And the thing that always actually makes me mad is when you can view your analytics and you can see how many people view your posts. When I see how many people view things versus how many people like them and all that comment and stuff, it annoys me. But then that's something that influencers just need to get used to, because I guarantee you James Charles with 15 million followers, 14.5 million of those followers never like or comment on a single thing he does.
Yeah, that's so like Nikki. She's got over 100 million.
Yes, she does. Yes.
And like sometimes she even like, I notice like she struggles to get like even just 1 million likes.
Yeah.
And you have 100 million followers. Like that's crazy.
Because a lot of people like to follow but never support. So that
I also think it's the algorithm of Instagram.
True.
Like that's all whacked.
Yes.
Like you can see stuff from like 3 days ago as like the very first post you see when you get on Instagram.
And everyone has been pushing for them to turn it back to chronological order, and I don't know why they have not done that.
No, because like that would help a lot of people.
Because what I like to do is I like to see everything, every single post from a person I follow, I like to see it. So when I go on Instagram, I don't start at the top, I actually scroll to the bottom.
Oh, really?
So I see the last thing I liked, and then I'll go up from there. So it kind of helps me keep it organized. But if Instagram just did chronological, I wouldn't have to worry about it.
Literally.
Yeah.
So Instagram, y'all need to get on that.
Yes.
We're tired of it. It's tired, exhausted. Yes. All right, Sean, so talk a little bit like how you gained all this. Like what like steps did you do?
I never planned on doing social media. Like it wasn't something that I planned on doing. I'm such an idiot. It wasn't something that I planned on doing. So I think my senior year of high school, I remember I had 2,700. So it was, for being in high school, like just a high school kid, that's a decent amount, but that's not like influencer or anything like that. But I remember it was kind of cool because I think I was like the 5th most followed person from my high school, which when you're just a regular high school kid, it's kind of like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
And I kind of liked that. And I've always been somebody who's lived my life on the edge. I've always been very outgoing and charismatic, and I always like to post things that are going to make people go, oh, she posted that. Okay, like, you know what I mean? And that's what I've always done.
And picture you in your jockstrap.
Oh, there's more to come in that, honey. I just did a photo shoot the other day. Y'all just wait for that one. But I just like to post. I like shock value. I like
And that's what gets people's
people.
attention too.
And exactly, because at the end of the day, people can care about like social standards, but when someone's scrolling on their phone in their bed at 2 a.m. with no one's around, they're gonna look at the thing that's gonna make them go, like, oh, what's that? And exactly. I know that. And that to be a social media influencer, you have to get how people's minds work. And people's minds are horrible, dirty, nasty people. and if you understand that, you can build upon that. And that's kind of what I do. I like to inspire the people who watch me, and especially when I hear about how I help other people, it's like when you know that you can have an impact on someone else's life, it's like there's something so cool about that for me.
Yeah, that's like I did a video talking about like my ex and stuff, and like I posted it more so for me, and I've also posted it for people that like were dealing with like the same things that I was dealing with, and like maybe too scared to talk about it or whatever. But I actually had a few people like hit me up about it, and they're like, yeah, like this like really helped, blah blah, or like you were so brave for posting that. And I don't see that point of it, but so what's the biggest tip you have?
There's so many tips and tricks I could give, but at the end of the day, to be completely honest, I just am myself. Like, I feel like that's the most important. Like, yes, I try with certain things. Like, I use hashtags. Yes, I like a lot of pictures. And yes, I do a lot of those types of things. But at the end of the day, I just want to be myself, and I want to share that with the world. And I feel like that authenticity really comes across well. And I feel like that's actually what has then propelled me and helped me even more. Because I don't put on some giant show or giant spectacle.
Which a lot of people on the internet do. And that's one thing I've always told myself with like doing YouTube and stuff like that. The same person that you see on the video is the same person that you're meeting in person.
Exactly. And like, you can tell. I don't think people are dumb. People can tell when someone is being sincere with them. People can tell if you're being legit or not.
Literally.
And I hope at least that I come across as being that, because that's something that's really important to me.
Like always just staying true to who you are. Like letting like the whole social media and the followers thing like get to your head type stuff. But I mean, you've always been the same person like with me, like since I've met you and stuff, so.
And you've known me for a while. I you know, when I meet people in public, I try to be very humble. I try to be very just casual and myself. And, you know, if people want to like and support me, that's great. And I am so thankful for that. And if not, it's like, okay, oh well. But you can't get too much in your head about it, because then you start freaking out and trying to produce all this fake stuff that's just a gimmick and that's just a character of someone that you're not truly. And I think it's hard to really devote yourself to someone you're not. And so then I don't think you can really go anywhere.
No.
As far as tips and tricks go, I definitely would say, at least for Instagram, always use hashtags. Hashtags.
Which a lot of people think hashtags don't work anymore. I think they definitely still do. Because I've noticed like a lot of people like they quit using hashtags and all that kind of stuff. But especially if you want to build your account, I feel like you definitely need hashtags.
Unless you're shadow banned, which Instagram likes to do that to people. I don't know what that means. Shadow ban basically is where like if Instagram thinks you're using like one hashtag inappropriately, they'll like you won't show up on any of them that you use.
Oh.
And so, but it's difficult to know if you have been shadow banned or not. And basically that's just another thing. Instagram makes everything so confusing and difficult, and we just kind of have to deal with it. But I would definitely say use hashtags, use 30 hashtags, because that's the maximum you can use. So might as well use the most you can. And honestly, I'm just active on it. I'm always doing something. I'm always posting something. I'm always sharing something. I'm always talking with someone or connecting with someone. I really just feel like the more active you are, the more present you are on the platform, and the more you can attract more and more people. So, and I make sure to always, you know, like and comment on a lot of posts from people that I want to support, because I think it shows that I don't think I'm above anybody else, whether you only have 100 followers or you have 20,000. I like to support everybody with what they're doing on Instagram. And so I make sure not to just ignore people who maybe aren't even influencers, but maybe are just members of the community who are just sharing their day-to-day lives, you know? But being active is very important. You know, you're not going to go anywhere if you're not on it. You know?
Something I've noticed too is like posting on like your story helps. like your Instagram story, like that helps a lot. And I also think like using like locations and even hashtags on your story, like that'll help too.
Yeah.
Because then like your post will get, because if you go to a hashtag, that hashtag already has like an Instagram story made up of a bunch of stuff. So like your post could possibly be in there, and even like with locations have their own stories. So I would say personally, like that's what's kind of helped me, I think, because like you can watch up at the top of your profile where it says how many people have viewed your account this week. Well, the more you post on the more I post it on my story, the more people that come to my page and stuff. I've noticed that.
Yeah.
So my little tip would be to do that.
To me, the most important thing about Instagram that you can do if you want to be an influencer is branding. Know your brand, know what you are. If you're a singer, then don't be, acting like an animal page. Like know what your image is, know what your vibe is. For me, I feel like if I had to come up with a couple words that would describe my Instagram, it would be gay. I was gonna say charisma. I feel like I try to be very charismatic, and my Instagram is also very visual. I especially coming up recently, I'm going to be doing a lot of photo shoots. I'm going to be doing a lot of more professional type stuff, and you have to have a very particular look so that you can keep things consistent, and so that when people come to your page, they're like, okay, I get what this dude's about. I get what they're doing. Is that what I'm looking for? Great, follow it. Oh, it's not? Okay, I'll go on to the next one. But know your brand and stick with it. Now, that doesn't mean you can't venture out in other things, because that's another thing is don't put yourself in one box. There's a healthy balance between knowing your brand and experimenting with other things. And I think it's difficult for people to find the middle ground. They either want to do one or the other.
Right.
And I try my best to find that balance where I know what I am, I know what I do, but I can also, play a little over here, play a little. I can do a little drag. I can do a little singing. I can do a little cooking. Why not? Like play with it. But also stay true to your branding, because at the end of the day, that is what takes people far, because you're not going to convince everybody in the world to follow you. Not everyone in the world is going to love you. But if you can get that one group or that community to support you, that whatever niche that is in society that is attracted to your type of stuff, that can boost you in that community. Like being a makeup artist for James Charles, being a blogger for Shane Dawson, that kind of stuff.
See, and like, I don't know exactly like what my brand would be. Like, I have absolutely no idea.
Are you having identity crisis?
No, it's just, I don't know how to like, I think my problem is, at least on Instagram, is I don't know how to convey like myself through Instagram. I feel like it's easier through YouTube because like
you like to talk.
Videos. I do like to talk,
and you like to share. Yours isn't as visual as mine.
Exactly.
I would say, but you can also do pictures. Like Instagram is a visual app.
Yeah. And
you could always take a lot of pictures that are still very much you and very much your vibe. They wouldn't be like pretty and like me.
Right.
Oh, that came out really wrong. I meant like Chrissy, like what I mean.
I get it.
You could have
we're two different types of people.
Yeah, you could have a vibe where you're wearing a jean jacket, like go in the woods and do like a super like shadowy like photo shoot.
Yeah.
That would be very you, but still very visually appealing to your audience.
Yeah.
I didn't mean you're not pretty.
No, I get it. Like I wasn't even like slightly offended because like, well, last time we hung out, so we talked about it. Like, there's two different types, which I tell people this all the time. There's so many different types of gay people in the world. Like, there's so many types, and like just like sitting right here, you have one type and another type.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right. The beautiful ones and the. I'm just kidding.
I'm not beautiful?
No, I like to throw shade when I can.
How do you feel about the IGTV? Does that work? Does that build any type of
I hate
following?
it.
Okay. I thought it was a good idea when it came out because I thought, okay, like I could take like snippets of my vlogs and put them on there.
Yeah.
But not the whole thing. That way, if people watched it on Instagram and they're at least interested in like the first like minute and 30 seconds, then they can go over to YouTube and watch the whole thing.
The thing with IGTV is Instagram is trying to become the go-to for all social medias. They stole the stories feature from Snapchat.
And might as well, and like, can I add that they stole it and like did it well?
Yes, no, I use
Facebook
it
took
now.
it, and Facebook's is trash.
I hate Facebook story.
Yeah.
I just started using it though, just so that I can market to those
Right.
people too, but I hate it. But Instagram is trying to become
YouTube has that now too.
Stories.
Yeah, I forgot to say. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But no, they do. But I think you have to have a certain type of, or a certain amount of subscribers before you can use it.
Okay.
But theirs is kind of weird too. Theirs is kind of set up like Facebook's, and like I don't really, nah.
It's to me. I use Instagram stories a lot. It's the main story I use now. But Instagram's trying to become the go-to for all social medias. They're trying to use IGTV to replace YouTube, stories to replace Snapchat. And as far as a marketing tool, it's genius. As far as a user-friendly tool, it's stressful and confusing.
Right, and I think that as far as like to take down YouTube, that's gonna take a lot of work because one of the biggest companies in the world owns YouTube. So good luck with that, Instagram.
Yeah.
But doesn't Instagram's owned by Facebook? Is that correct?
It is, yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't know. The whole IGTV thing, though, I liked the idea when it came out, but the thing that pissed me off was it could only be one way.
Yes, and
like that's so hard.
Instagram, if you're watching this, by the way, stop coming out with new features and make the ones that you already have work. I cannot tell you the headache my IGTV has been, because I upload my Monday motivations on Monday. I kid you not, when I upload a video from my camera roll, it zooms it into the top quarter of the frame.
That's so weird.
Because it doesn't want to fit it right. So I had to put it in another photo app to export it by itself. It takes forever. It is so confusing. And that's one thing I don't like about Instagram is I admire their business model of they're very proactive. They try to come up with a lot of new things and new features, and that's great. But if you don't make sure that the features you already have work well, then that's trash.
Right.
And there's a lot of things about Instagram, like lots of glitches. They have lots of bugs and stuff. And as an influencer who posts a lot of content and who does a lot of stuff, it is extremely stressful and annoying. But I mean, at the end of the day, if that's what you want to do, that's what you sign up for, and you just kind of have to accept it.
I think Instagram's biggest problem was like the change of their algorithm.
Yeah,
that was probably the big thing. Like what you had just said about like stop bringing out like new features and work on the ones you have.
Exactly.
Twitter, you need to listen to that because after all these years, we still need an edit button.
Yeah.
Like after all these years, like you're giving us so much other different shit. We need an edit button. Like,
do you know how many typos I have?
Literally, especially try typing a tweet whenever you're drunk or high.
Well,
it's hard.
Yeah, I end up deleting a lot of.
Like if you're under the influence and you're trying to tweet something and it could be the funniest thing in the world, but it comes out with so many typos, you gotta delete it and redo it instead of just going in there and fixing it. So Twitter,
it's actually usually a good thing though, because usually most of my tweets when I'm drunk are very inappropriate, and I end up deleting them later.
Speaking of Twitter, I know this is getting so off topic, but Sean, do you want to talk about your private Twitter?
She went there.
You don't have to.
I'll talk about it. Why not? What's your question?
What is it?
I have a private Twitter.
How is it a private Twitter if it's on
say
Twitter? I'm confused.
It's a private Twitter. It's a Twitter that does not have my face on it.
So it's where you post your nudes and shit?
Yeah. Like last night I posted a video of me fucking in the woods.
I need this Twitter handle. Like I need this Twitter handle.
No, it's fine. Okay, so
that's bold. I could never.
I don't care. Here's the thing. This sounds arrogant. I think I have a really cute, sexy body, and I want to show it off. And to me, it's fun. Like my face is never in it, so it's just like everyone that follows me knows it's me.
Right, because you promoted it on.
But
Instagram
I don't care. Like like they have my dick pic. Like what am I gonna do? Like they're gonna leak eventually someday, so might as well just have it be now.
So, for me personally, what is some advice you would give me to like work on building up my Instagram? Like what's something like, because you follow me on Instagram, like you interact with my stuff, so you see it. So like, what would be your advice from like to help better my Instagram? I guess.
Can I be honest?
Yeah, that's why I asked you.
And this is something I had to learn too. You post a lot about Nicki Minaj.
I knew you were gonna go right there. I knew that's exactly where you were going.
I stan a lot of people. I stan Lady Gaga. I stan Daenerys Targaryen. I stan Game of Thrones.
No, ma'am.
Cancelled. End this video. She don't watch Game of Thrones. Bye.
Okay, anywho.
So good. Anywho. But I stan a lot of people. And it's something that took me some time, but I had to kind of convince myself to do it. And it's kind of like, you can't just fangirl over them 24/7 because it annoys your followers. And I used to do it a lot more, and I get it. Like, that's why I understand. But, you know, I view your story and it's like, Nikki's dress, Nikki's album, Nikki's award, Nikki's tweet. And it's like, I'm not following you because I want to follow Nicki Minaj. If I wanted to follow Nicki Minaj, which I do, I would follow Nicki Minaj.
Right.
I'm following you because I want to see you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So you're kind of like a Nicki Minaj fan account.
Just
Which I'm not saying that to be shady, I'm just being honest.
Yeah. So you're saying just leave that on Twitter, on my actual Nicki Minaj fan account on Twitter?
Oh, I didn't know you had one of those.
She follows me on there.
Oh, you told me that. You did tell me that. Yes. I mean, I'm not saying you can never support someone you love, but...
Or are you saying to be more, like, diverse to other artists, too? Like, if I'm doing
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I'm saying if you're Bailey Byers on Instagram, be Bailey Byers on Instagram. This is me. I'm not Dua Lipa. I'm not Nicki Minaj. I'm not Lady Gaga. I am Bailey, and I'm going to post about what Bailey is up to, what Bailey is doing. Because if someone follows you, that's what they want to see.
Yeah. Okay.
They can follow Nicki Minaj and see, I guarantee you they'll see all the same stuff. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as I said, like, I'm a big supporter of, like, drag queens and music artists. And sometimes I'll post a little, like, oh, love this. But I've tried to not do that as much and try and really just, again, branding. I've tried to just focus my social media on this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm up to. This is me. And I think that helps.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So I want to take a little break from the little Instagram conversation to promo something for you guys. It's this great and wonderful brand on Instagram called Thunder Hoodie. I've talked about it before. This is the newest shirt that they just sent me, and they sent me some socks too. But they have a really good quality stuff that you guys should totally check out. And if you use my code Bailey, you will save 10% at checkout. So definitely go and check them out on Instagram. I'll also leave their handle down below. So make sure you guys go and check them out, buy something, because it helps me out if you buy it. So yeah, and it's a good brand. They ship you your stuff like really fast. So definitely want to check them out.
Whoosh.
All right, guys, but that's all for this video. Thank you, Sean, for coming on here and giving us
you.
advice and talking with us and everything. I appreciate it.
It was so much fun.
Yeah. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up and hit subscribe for more videos like this, because me and Sean have actually talked about some different video ideas that we want to do for you guys. So we're definitely going to work on doing them. So make sure you guys hit subscribe so you don't miss it, and follow me on all my social media down below, and follow Sean. I'll leave all his stuff down below.
Not down below. My Instagram is Sean_applause, SEAN. My Twitter is Sean_applause, SEAN. And my Snapchat is Sean_applause, SEAN. Thank you.
Damn. So yes, go and follow Sean on everything. Follow me on everything because he's really active. I'm decently active. So make sure you guys follow us, and I will see you guys in the next video. Deuces.
Bye.